Governor,
Okay.
is Mark Kvamme okay?
Well, I mean, that's a good question. Is he okay? I mean, I wonder what the heck the guy keeps doing. You know, he was in a ski accident 2 years ago and suffered a very serious injury, but he fully recovered from it. So I was exercising on Saturday morning, and he says, yeah, I'm going to get on my motorcycle, and we hung up. I called him back. I said, Mark, can you be careful? Then about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I get a call that he'd fallen. He's fine. I mean, he's. I want to tell you the best story of all. Ohio's greatest politician, you know, Gordon Gee. So Gordon comes to the hospital. Dr. Gabby comes, who runs the medical center. We got the head of trauma and the best doctor at Ohio State. So Mark comes in, and he's pretty banged up, you know. I mean, he's pretty banged up. And they're going to go and give him x-rays so they can find out exactly what's going on. And I'm standing there with him, and Gordon's here. I said, you know, Mark, we got the head of trauma, we got the head of the medical center, Gordon Gee is here, and Gordon says, yes, Mark, and John and I are ready to operate if called upon. So he's banged up. He's got a couple things that he's going to have to go through here. But you know, there's no paralysis. His eyesight is fine. He's talking about business. I mean, he's filling me up with all kinds of stuff, and I expect that he'll have a little bit of surgery on Wednesday to repair a bone, which you know I've been told by the doctors that the bone that's close to your eye, I mean, it's not an unusual injury if you're playing some of these pretty rough contact sports. And then we'll look after him. I'm going to look at. We'll figure out how to get it all taken care of. I expect him to be back. Well, first of all, he wants to be back to work today. And anybody that gets in that is always, you know, wanting to get up and get going. That's his nature. But he's going to be just fine. There's been a lot of interest and a lot of concern. Basically, you know, he's a guy that is a motocross guy. I mean, he does these big jumps, and you know, and he jumped and didn't jump far enough. That's exactly what happened to him. But you know, he's just going to be great, and I'm so thankful because it could have turned out a lot differently.
How long do you think?
We gotta go, guys. I'm sorry.
How long would, you know, Joe? He's going to have a little surgery this week, and I expect he'll be released from the hospital. You know, I'm not the doctor, but he'll be released, I would think, before the end of this week. He's already working, so you know, he's making phone calls this morning, giving advice to people, and we're going to have a big announcement tomorrow, which he's not going to be able to attend, which is a shame, but he's involved in everything, and he's doing well. But you know, he's banged up. I mean, you hit your, you know, you smash your face on the motorcycle, you know. But I think in 4 or 5 weeks, you're probably not even going to notice what happened to him. So he is a very, very lucky fellow. And but if you ask me, do I think he will stop riding his motorcycle? I doubt it. It's just the way he is, you know. Thank you all very much. Take all.